So we were talking about Amr of Yosef, Yud Karet, Kachazina. Hacha. The small Yud. You're taking something small and you're making it into something big. And that is the story of Rabbi Yosef, who was the student of Rabbi Yosef from Yud Karet. Right? All the high numbers. Okay. Kachazinan. Hacha. Abai Omer. Comes the Gemara and says, this is what Abai says. Omer of Sheshet. Hamani tuta'eh. We are worried about what? When does a person go free and the Hanakah doesn't go to him? Again, let's go back to we have to concentrate with it. When a slave goes free, he gets compensation. That compensation goes to him. But sometimes that the slave goes to the domain of another person. For example, a Ma'ivriya, she goes to another person. Does he receive this compensation, or is it purely for the Eved? So we have a statement. The statement said that both the Ma'ivriya and the Eved, who's receiving the compensation? They receive the compensation. So the Gemara goes on and says there's a distinction, because we saw that there was a Baita which was what? Was soter. One said the father gets it. One says she gets it. What does the Gemara go on and say? The Gemara says, no. When does she get it? The Gemara goes on and says, she gets it when there's no father. When the father had died. Not that she goes free when the father dies. That's not true.
She already had no father.
She already had no father.
She's still working.
Still working.
And she got some money.
And so she gets it. But if she has a father, who's going to be the one who receives the compensation? Father. Oh, that's a nice Kiddush, the Gemara says. But why do you have to tell me the concept of he gets the compensation? That's not very pashut. Who's going to get the compensation? Who did the work? Who is there? The Gemara says, no. This is now a new personality. Look at the Gemara now.
And it was in Haran.
Let's see where we're going to start. The first word on the line, about 10 lines from the top, bottom of the page. Amar of Sheshet.
Yeah, I got it.
Amar of Sheshet, Haimani Tuta'eh. The author of this Braita is Tuta'eh. We said Tuta'eh, you're not going to find in all Shas.
New name.
New name. It's a Kiddushin rabbi. It is the Kiddushin rabbi. He is the one who is sticking out in all Kiddushin. Oh, the Tanya, and what did Tuta'eh say?
Hashem is telling him, leave your birthplace. You're not leaving your birthplace.
Should we give you some? No, we're not going to.
What?
No, there's interesting reason why Tuta'eh is Kiddushin, but we're not going to go. So,
Not
Move from your birthplace to
What?
home.
they're from the ox.
What's going on right now?
Tuta'eh Omer, no, we're not like that. It'll take too long. Tuta'eh Omer, lo v'lo lebal chovo. Comes Tuta'eh and says, let me give you a chidush. Why does it tell me it goes to the Eved? Because you may have thought you're right. It usually goes to the Eved. But what happens if he owes money? He was sold for $10,000, but he owed $20,000.
The Eved?
Eved! Again, let's go back to the Nikudah. Let's go back to the Nikudah. We have an Eved who is in debtor's court. He owes money. The bank says, we don't trust him. Go sell him as a slave. But they tell the bank, he's only going to bring you $10,000 and he owes you $25,000. Said, we'll take 25 cents on the dollar. We don't care. Just get us the money. They sell them. The bank received the total $10,000. Now, 6 years later, the boss was very, very happy with it. He gave him $15,000. If the bank gets it, they're paid in full. Do we pay him in full? Come to Tae and says no. Once he has paid the bank at the time of his selling it, he is debt free.
Accepted the payment full.
Right? Like you write on a check, you think it's going to work.
Go back after the fact.
Right.
You got right at the bottom of the check, Chacham, payment in full.
Mr. Gindi. Mr. The lawyer's here.
Retailer paid
It was a law that once a creditor receives paid in full and he cashes it, he goes home free.
Yeah.
Not anymore. 1968. Law changed. Remember that case? I don't remember exactly whose case it was. It was Massachusetts versus I don't know who. A tax case. He sent a check paid in full.
Government does never write people.
They cashed it and it meant nothing. The court ruled that it means nothing. No, gives more. He has to give more.
Looking at the memo.
They don't get it payment full.
They at the ATM, they don't even know the check, they deposit it all.
Don't think so. Sometimes they bother you so much you wouldn't believe.
100%.
I got killed on in the ATM. They won't take it in. It's my name. It's my amount. No, your name has. Okay, it said Moshe on it instead of Maurice. Another check, another name altogether. They took it. Another check. They ate it up. $1,800 they ate up. I go to the ATM. I go to the bank. Say, oh, don't worry. Come back Friday. They said that it's contracted it out. We don't take care of the ATM.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
$1,800 gone with the wind. I was gonna go take it. Ain't gone. It was cashed 3 months later. It was cashed by somebody else. He's not gonna give it.
Somebody else cashed it.
The guy who fixes the ATM machine.
The guy who fixed the ATM took it. So Yosef gave me Yosef gave me the whole paper to go into small claims.
I disagree with the opinion.
You remember 2 years ago? You hear me? The bank said no, we'll do it. Nothing happened. I never gone to small claims. I should have gone to small claims, but
You still do it 3 years.
but I don't have the records anymore. How am I going to
They
come?
don't get the check fraud.
Somebody cash checks. I learned ATMs are not so good, like you said.
Yeah, you gotta take a picture.
Only to take out the money.
Oh, that's it.
I wouldn't trust it.
Oh, that's it.
I wouldn't trust it. I go to Tyler if I.
Oh, that's,
Now? Phone.
I have to learn how to do it.
Certain amount.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. So Tutae comes on and says, bottom of the page, Ted Zayin Amud Bet.
Abraham should have taken the family and left. Boy should have gone by himself.
First word on the line, Tutae. Tutae is Tutae. Mr. Gini, Ted Zayin Amud Bet. Tutae Omer the Tanya. Tutae Omer lo. V'lo lebal chovo. He says to him, and not his bal chov. That is the reason it has to bring it in the Braita. Gufa. What does Gufa mean? We're bringing back the Tanaik step in full. Elu ma'anikim, 10 lines from the bottom, we say. Elu ma'anikim lahem. These are the ones we give a gift to.
It's another word.
What's the word you like? Whatever word you like.
Severance pay, you said.
You like severance pay, we like severance pay also. Manikim lahem. Hayotze b'shanim. He who has worked his total 6 years. Will be Yovel. And somebody who did what? World up to Yovel. These are kitzvah. We know when they come, the person who bought the slave knows exactly what he's getting. And if you give him the kitzvah. Ubemitata adon. And by the death of the master, this is not kitzvah. Because he might have died the second day after he bought him. We don't know who bought him. But still, this severance pay. Now, are you going to give a person who worked for 2 weeks severance pay as much as the person who worked for 6 years? Of course not. So severance pay is, right?
Prorated, no?
It's prorated. But the Gemara doesn't tell us what to do. It depends on the master. And a woman slave with simanim. Simanim means she reached puberty. Aval boreach. Oh, a new guy. Runaway slave. Yeah.
The freedom train.
Freedom train, mama. What was it? No.
Civil War.
He's boreach.
Freedom train.
He's working in Caesarea with his master. In Caesarea, you know what they do there? They get the chilazon fish. He's working for the chilazon fish. He says, this is too much. Every morning I have to go 12 feet deep in the water to catch snails. He went down, like you said, swam away. He went to Yaffa. 2 years later, he comes back. Yovel says, where's my severance pay? Right?
Wow.
V'yotze bigaron, and one who is what redeemed. One who was redeemed. And manikim lahem. Those two forfeit their what? Their compensation.
Where does he tell him to go?
V'yotze bigaron kesed manikim lo.
Go to my hometown.
And we have another opinion that says no, that you do go out with. When you go out with Giron, because you also get manikim lo. Reb Shimon Omer. Reb Shimon says manikim lo. He changes it. He gives a heter.
The one who runs away, he doesn't get, but the one
Who's redeemed?
his way out gets.
Right. Just because the person is what?
Doesn't mean he shouldn't get. But it's again, it's going to be prorated.
Right? Manikim lo. Reb Shimon Omer. Reb Shimon says, Arba manikim lahen. 4 are what? Are compensation. Shosha be'ish. 3 in the man. This is the exact same right that we had above. They're just explaining it in total. The gimel be'isha and 3 in isha. What are the 3 in the isha?
Simanim, and Dawn dies, and Yovel.
So what about Shiva?
He doesn't go out.
You sure?
She goes out.
All the time.
He's married by then.
No, she goes out and
Abraham is the descendant of Shem.
No, she has.
Good dollars.
Is in the territory owned by Ham.
Shanim, Yovel, and Garon Kesef. Those are the 3. Plus the Simanim. That's the 4.
Shem and Haran.
So how does she do the 6 years?
She had to be sold at 5 years old.
Right, she had to be sold 5.
What about Yovel for her?
Yovel could come out after 2 years.
Come out any time.
Yovel has nothing to do with her working.
Yovel is the same.
Goes out by Yovel.
Sure.
That would be 4th one.
No, that's one of the 3.
He's going to read it.
What's the 3 again?
Shanim 6 years, Yovel, and get on Kesef. You prorate them. Plus the Simanim. Man is those three.
The man of the exact same three.
In your pocket for 3 days.
Go to your Dalit. Go to your Dalit. Don't look at the notes. Joe, don't look at the notes. Look at the Mishnah. The Mishnah's. So good.
You looked at the notes wrong.
He looked at the notes. That's the Mishnah. Now the Gemara goes. You have more.
Once there's a number, you can't add.
Mr. Gindi, go look at the Mishnah. Go look at the Mishnah. Mr. Gindi, go. What are you talking about? Go to your Dalit. Go to your Dalit. Amud Bet.
Bet, the Mishnah. It's 28.
We want to know Koneh that's small. What is it Koneh that's small? Don't make up things, Mr. Gindi. What's Koneh that's small? Read it.
Shanim, Yovel, get on Kesef.
Where's the Mishnah?
You Dalit, right here. Mr. Gindi, I don't know, what does it say in the Mishnah?
Period before the Koneh Atzmo.
We don't want
That's
to
it,
know.
period. The Koneh Atzmo, the Shanim, Yovel, get on Kesef.
Good?
Yeah.
Now back to argument. Good?
Yeah.
Let's go back to Gufa. You tell him plenty. Tell me, you tell me.
There is one more. Why can't I think of it?
Okay, we'll think about it now when you read the Gemara. See Gufa. See where Gufa is?
So let's do
The Gemara brings down. These are the ones you compensate. Hayotze b'shanim. What's shanim?
6 years.
7 years. Ubiyovel. Not the 50th year of his work. The Jubilee. It's a set time.
Yeah,
Standard.
standard.
Ubamitat Adon. And with the death of the Adon.
what happened to Rachel? What happened to Haran?
And what about Gidon Kesef? That's why I'm trying to waking you up. Now, again, this is not when it goes free. The Mishnah is what? Our Mishnah. What's our Mishnah? He goes free. How does he go free? Here we're not talking about how he goes free.
Severance pay.
Here we're talking about when he gets severance pay. So it doesn't mean it's the same thing. A person can go free, but he gets no severance pay. A person can't get severance pay and not go free, that's for sure. But a person could go free and not receive severance pay. And that could be with which case? And maybe get on Kesef. And maybe get on Kesef, you have no severance pay. So in the Mishnah it tells me what? Now we understand the Braita?
Yeah, it still works.
Right. Ta'ama Ivriya.
Oh, and he added though, that would be Adon.
Right.
Adon.
Ta'ama Ivriya. Besimani. And they add on to a what? Ta'ama Ivriya, when she was Simani, she gets compensated. Aval Boreach. But he who runs away, B'yotzeh B'gilon Kesef, or he is what, Mr. Gindi, what's Gilon Kesef?
A reduction in the value.
When he is redeemed, does he get a compensation? Comes the Braita, B'gilon Kesef, and Manikim Lo. He does not receive what? Severance pay. The Meir Omer, The Meir says Boreach and Manikim
He
Lo.
doesn't need it. The guy is paying for it, so he doesn't need it.
V'yotzeh Migel Kesef Manikim Lo. So there's a machloket on which case. When he frees himself, or somebody frees him, does he give severance pay or not? Two opinions, Tanakama and Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Shimon Omer, continue with that same Mishnah. So this is back to the Venn drawing.
What?
The Venn
Oh,
diagram.
yeah. A circle. Men's test.
Nothing. Mr.
Mr.
Ginditz, you learned in third grade, so go on. I don't care. Go on. Mr. Ginditz. Kiata Yachol Lomar. You can't say there's four because there's things which are unique. Right? What is it?
They could say, they could have said simanim, but they could have said hairs on a man. They could have said hairs on a man as simanim.
He doesn't go free with Simanim. What the problem is?
The male doesn't go first.
Yeah.
Stays in court. He stays in.
Does it make a difference why it is also slavery and the redemption?
Sure. We had the whole Gemara beforehand. If he's sold by Bedin, if he's sold by himself, and if he's sold by a goy, three cases. If he's sold to a goy, then there's a mitzvah to redeem him. Who is the one who redeems him? Can we imagine that? This week's parsha. Abraham did what? Went to redeem Lord. Why?
It's blood.
This is blood. The Gemara says. What does the Torah say?
It's achim, but it's nothing.
What does the Gemara say? When do you redeem the slave? Dod. His dod and ben dod. That's the words of the Torah. Mr. Gindi. That's what the Gemara says. Of course, we include others. But what are the words of the Torah? Uncle and your cousin. Those are the ones who redeem. And we asked the question for Jack. The question was, when he redeems then let's see if Mr. Gindi remembers it. One second, let me ask the question. Does he have to work for him or not? And we had a machloket. One opinion said, certainly has to work for him. But if he's redeemed by somebody else, he doesn't work for him. It was no, just the other way around. So what was the business sense that we learned from it? That never make something too easy. If it's too easy, he's going to do what? He's going to relapse. Oh, I have a rich uncle. He's always going to.
If it's too easy, what's going to happen?
He's going to do it again. He's going to steal again. He's going to do it again. His uncle's going to bail him out again.
If you bail him out, you got to like that to kill him.
Yeah, they make him work for that.
Now, when it comes to Abraham Avinu, we have the same Nekuda over and over and over again. Abraham Avinu was the premier man. He came back, brought mankind to Gan Eden. Everything he did was very, very hard. He goes and he travels. Where's his birthplace? Or Kasdim. And in Or Kasdim, all the way down, you'll go look at a map. They have the two rivers. What are the two rivers of Euphrates and the Tigris? Right? And Hidekel. Bereshit, we just did it. They all go down. Where do they flow into?
Mediterranean.
I thought they didn't teach geography in our generation. I see they go. Where did they go? Normally, I'm going to just give you a fact. Rivers do not empty out in other rivers because if they empty out in other rivers, they keep the same name. So, for example, they have the White Nile and the Blue Nile. They empty out into the Nile, but they're both Niles. They're all considered Nile. But here they empty out in the Persian Gulf. In the Persian, so right next to not Jack, make a map on it. The Red Sea breaks up into two gulfs: the Gulf of Aqaba and the Gulf of Suez. Those two hug what piece of land? The Sinai Peninsula. Can you picture it? You have the Red Sea under Israel. But before it gets to Israel, it goes and it splits into two fingers, two gulfs. What's the two gulfs?
Aqaba and
Suez. When you go to Eilat, where are you? You're on the Gulf of Aqaba. You're not by the Red Sea. You're by the finger which extends from it. That ocean is not the Red Sea. It's what, Mr. Gindi? The Gulf of Aqaba. The Gulf of Aqaba. On the other side is the Gulf of Suez. Now you should know that we have a machloket between Wendell Jones and Aryeh Kaplan. When Mr. Gindi, when they crossed the Yam Suf, they certainly didn't go through the body of the Red Sea, that's for sure. They either went and crossed at the Gulf of Aqaba or at the Gulf of Suez. Traditionally, they crossed at the Gulf of Suez. And where was Mount Sinai? In the Sinai Peninsula. Came Wendell Jones and Rabbi Deutsch from the museum in Borough Park, and they say they did not cross at the Gulf of Suez. They traversed the whole Sinai Peninsula. And where did they cross? At the Gulf of Aqaba in a place called Nuweiba. And Nuweiba was what? Had a big pillar till this very day. And what did he do? He hired frogmen. And if you are more modern, they're called today not frogmen, what are they called?
Navy SEALs.
Not Navy SEAls. Scuba divers. Now they use the word scuba divers. Hired scuba divers, and they went under the Gulf. And what did they find there? Pictures of the wheels of the chariots of Pharaoh.
They found the nuts.
The nuts.
They're metal nuts.
Or whatever it is, Mr. Gindi. Do we trust that or do we go with tradition? So therefore, I went to Mount Catharina. Comes Wendell Jones and Mount Catharina is worthless. And he brings out two interesting proofs. One Tanaik, two Tanaik proofs. He says first, Abraham Avinu was in Midian. He was doing what? Shepherding the flock of his father-in-law, Yitro. Where's Midian? Midian is what is Saudi Arabia today. According to Wendell Jones, that's where Har Sinai was. But if he went to the middle of the Sinai desert, who's going to take your sheep to the Sinai desert? To Mount Sinai. So he says, proof number one, that I'm correct. That the mount is not in the Sinai Peninsula, but it's where? In Saudi Arabia. Second proof. No. He went to Midian with the desert, nobody lives there. He moved to Midian to populate a cosmopolitan area. So that we know. He went to Midian. That we know for sure. Now, we have a midrash which says what? He shepherded the sheep of his father-in-law at Har Sinai. That's where he saw the burning bush. What is he doing? Walking over 200 miles to get 200 miles in the middle of the desert. Usually go to a place with water. Okay, that's an answer. But the other answer is start in Egypt to Midian, near Saudi Arabia. That's where he met. That's where he met his soulmate. By the water in Midian. Yeah, we went too far. Now we went. That doesn't make sense. So Comes Rabbi Deutsch, comes Dental Jones. Says, it's not true. Who told you that Mount Catherine just because the Goyim made a sanctuary there, made a Mishnah? That's not true. He said, I'm going to show you the mountain. And he does show you the mountain. He knows the mountain. And yes, in Saudi Arabia. And he shows you four mountains next to each other. And he says, this is Mount Sinai. How does he know? Black top. The top of the mountain is black till this very day.
Hashem came down.
That's Vendel Jones. I don't believe him. I still go with Sinai in the mountain, but he has a very interesting proof. So back to Anik. Midian, we know Midian. He was another group came through. Who knows? I'm saying it's
Take a rabbi, we'll find out soon. Let's get the
But we'll give you one more nikuda because we already finished. He found something else. He found right next to Har Sinai. He found a tremendous rock. The rock is about 2 to 3 stories high, and in it they have a break right down the middle. And under it, there's a crater, like from Ocean Parkway, all the way to Bedford Avenue. What is that?
That's where Korah fell in.
That's where
He struck the rock. Where he struck the rock.
What has the broken rock?
Where he struck the rock.
Be'er Shel Miriam. You think Be'er Shel Miriam is a small well coming out? You have 3 million people who have to drink the water, who have to wash.
Rabbi, it was the original Rolling Stone, Rabbi. It was the
Right, the original Rolling Stone.
That's where he got the name from.
Is that substantial? Is that right?
They came to get the bids.
Vendel Jones has a very, very big imagination. Vendel Jones was an original. He came and he loved Avraham Avinu. He became a Noachite, not through Noach, through Avraham Avinu. And his daughter converted, became Jewish. He didn't become Jewish.
He wasn't Jewish?
No.
Was a guy named like Mendel?
Vendel. Vendel Jones never became Jewish. He died. But he had on his farm in Texas 6 red heifers. He said he was told by Mekubal when he was doing his journey to Noachide laws. He said what? That a goy will sell the first paraduma to Bnei Israel at the time of Mashiach. He says, that's me! Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. If you like it. In the bathroom, it's good. It's good. I don't have it. What?
Where are they?
They're all gone. He died already. Yeah. A paraduma has to be 2 years old. They're gone.
Yeah, 2 years old.
He was a Baptist minister.
Expiration date.
We died in 210.
No, not at all. I'm early.
You can't start unless they breathe on you like. A lot
What do you look like?
You'd like what you think he would look like.
No, he's got to have like Indiana Jones. I'm telling you, he's got the Indiana.
He has a nice
Indiana
beard.
with a beard.
That's from his
How many years ago did he die, Rabbi?
2010.
That's Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, yeah.
What?
He's Hasidei Amot HaOlam, Rabbi?
Listen what he says. I'm not me. What is this? This is LGBT? I don't
No,
know.
it's just Google.
Good. Despite the Baptist background, you know what Baptist means? He goes to the mikveh. Jones eventually became a Noachide, a follower of the Jewish church, and all non-Jews, as descendants of Noah, are obligated to obey the 7 laws of Noah, which were given by God. The 7 laws. Okay, he goes. So that's not Chasidei. That's not.
Converted?
No, I never met anybody.
What happened to him?
You have to find out from Mr. Mizrahi. But he's a very interesting man, that's for sure. And Rabbi Deutsch likes him on this issue. Rabbi Deutsch is also a very great scholar in history and archaeology, and he's of the opinion that Har Sinai is in Saudi Arabia. But I have one proof, another proof that it's where it is, because when it's when you have Kiddushin, you know that the Satan wants to try to do what? Destroy the Kiddushin. So what's on top of Har Sinai, the traditional one? You have, anybody went to Mount Catharina? You go to Mount Catharina, that's the original Har Sinai. On top is a monastery.
Right.
Go to the monasteries, Tumah first of all, but it has the worst Tumah you could imagine. What do they do? It was opened in the 1300s. In the 1300s, maybe 1370, if you're going to check up on me, all the priests, all the padres, all the fathers, and all the nuns, when they die, they chop off their heads, burn the flesh off their heads, and they have the skulls. They have a room, maybe 4 times the size. I was not in the room. I just got I was on the bottom of the mountain, and they have the Bedouins selling you postcards, rooms filled with skulls. Who are the skulls? All the that's on the top of Har Sinai. So that's my proof that maybe it's that is the real mountain, because no other mountain in the whole Sinai Peninsula has this. Only the Goyim. They love doing these things.
They like to put their family in a pot of ashes and put it in the house.
The interesting thing is, more Jews do it than Christians.
The cremation. Cremation. I save money on the plot of, save money on
My father passed away in San Diego. I get a phone call from the Bet Israel. It's called the House of Israel. They say, we know you're living in New York. It will cost you a total of $800 to cremate your father, and approximately $22,000 to bury him. I told him, have a good day. He's not being buried in New York, in San Diego, and he's not being cremated in San Diego. I said, what do you mean? Where are you taking him? He says he's already on his way to Muncie, New York.
Where?
To Muncie, New York.
Muncie. He's buried in Muncie, Rabbi?
Buried in Muncie. You could go when you visit the Rimnitzer Kever, or you can go.
Which side went? I went outside.
When you go to Rimnitzer, about 200 feet away, is my father, my mother.
They love the rap. They love that book, the Ritz Rabbi. I never bought it, but they love it.
She lives in Boca, Florida. So the daughter of they don't know. She went over there to a place, what do you call those places? Where they sell you caskets and box and stuff.
Mortuaries?
Huh?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. They see her coming. Innocent young girl just lost her mother. $45,000.
For a casket?
To do the whole thing. She calls here in New York. Says, don't do anything. Finds the local Chabad. Turns out the Chabad is a 5-minute walk from where this young lady
Oh, wow.
says, go to Chabad, they'll take her. She goes to Chabad. We'll do the whole thing for you, the burial, the funeral, the $5,400.
Now, I want to tell you something. Should I tell you something? It's not Lubavitch. It's not Lubavitch. You know who does this? This is one place where Lubavitch and Satmar go hand in hand. Satmar Hasidim went throughout America buying plots at discount prices for people who are not connected and have no place to be buried. And rather than go to the Jewish cemetery of that city, which like they're going to charge you big money, they bought plots and they went through Chabad. And some places, some people, they even do it for free. They have no money. They have a potter's field. Almost like, okay, everybody have a good day. Shabbat Shalom.